At Bendigo Bank, we like to help communities grow. We concentrate on delivering you great products and services.
I like you so very much. So much, in fact, I gotta wake you up. It's not that I have words.
Because we know that if you grow, the community will grow with you. At the Bendigo, it starts with you.
Welcome back, and wasn't it great to talk to one of the local legends of Geelong cricket, Mr. Ian Allen, Murray Allen, Sambo. It was great to see you down out and about, mate, and do hope that everything progresses health-wise for you as well as what we have expected in the past few years. Let's turn our attention to the Geelong Cricket Association. Apologies for Dean Armstrong. The cheeky one's not able to be with us this morning. Maybe he slept in. Half his luck. But Tim Mitchell's going to join me in a quick look through. And in the Geelong Cricket Association Division 1, we come down to a final round where the match of the round, the final six is definitely settled as far as points are concerned, but positions within the six are going to be resting on the performances in the game Geelong West versus Lara. Geelong West put up a great performance last weekend. Tim Mitchell, can they continue?
Oh, look, I think they can, Rollo. Lara are a quality side, and obviously they've got plenty of good players in there. We spoke to Busy last week about that, and guys like Danny Hughes and Chris Banbury just continue to do the job consistently for Lara, and we know how good they are. But Geelong West showed against Grovedale that they're a class act, and a guy like Craig Althorpe has been bowling really well since Christmas for them as well. So for him to get a 5-wicket haul against Grovedale, that's another good sign for them. The one thing that caught my eye, Rollo, about Geelong West, though, was that they've only been training once every fortnight on turf wicket, and I know you think that maybe that might be a blessing in disguise.
It could well be a blessing in disguise as far as their sharpness, particularly on the field, and their bowlers, and then, of course, their bats. They've shown that they're sharp in all categories of the game. There have been questions asked about the Geelong West bowling attack. Is it going to be good enough? Certainly there's no question about their batting lineup, but the feel around town and the feedback that you get back is, look out, Geelong West is a definite grand final proposition. So it's going to be a big battle between these two sides. A lot rests with Christopher John Banbury and Danny Hughes. Have Lara had too much on those two players' shoulders?
Oh, no, I don't think so. There's been a number of Hugheses that have popped their name up already this year and shown that they're capable. I think Jordan Cooper's another one that I think he might have got 147 only a few weeks ago that we highlighted, Rollo. So there's a lot of quality within that Lara side, as we keep saying, and really you can. Oh, it's a tipster's nightmare trying to pick the GCA Division 1 at the moment. It could really go any way, and any of those six sides that make the finals are really a show. The one thing about this game, I think, between Geelong West and Lara is that Grovedale currently sitting second take on Geelong City, so they really should win that game, and it might end up just being that they're playing for hosting rights to that final, because the way it shapes up, those two are probably going to play each other 4 weeks in a row.
Out at Osborne Park, another interesting battle will be between the North Geelong Magpies and the team that now sits on top of the ladder and has stamped itself as maybe the side to beat for the GCA Division 1 pennant, St Joseph's.
North Geelong have got a few young blokes in that side, and I know they'll be pretty coy about a chance to knock off the ladder leaders and maybe just knock them off their pedestal just before finals. But St Joseph's just keep progressing and just showing how good they are as a side, and I think that they'll do the job again this week, Rollo, pretty easy against North Geelong.
Well, I'll put you on the spot, Tim Mitchell. You made a comment a couple of weeks ago that you didn't think that East Belmont was capable of maybe making the grand final, but there's no question about the top six. The question I'm going to put to you is, who do you feel at this stage, one game out from those days in March, who would you believe are going to play off for the GCA Division 1 Grand Final?
Oh, Rollo, that's extremely tough.
You're the expert, son. You're the expert.
I don't know about that, but you almost go off the sides that probably have the sort of experience at the right end of the season, and look at teams that maybe South Barwon are only sitting sixth, but they're in that 2020 final that is coming up tomorrow as well, Rollo, and they're a side that knows how to handle the pressure. They've got a lot of experienced blokes in there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they really took some steps in finals as well. Grovedale are the other obvious one, the premiers from last year, but then St Joseph's have been top for a lot of the year and really just pushing for a spot up there. They're the three sides that I think are a real chance. But then the other three sides as well, East Belmont, Geelong West and Lara, look, it wouldn't surprise you if those three got up there as well. So probably just a fence-sitters comment there, Rollo, but it's just way too tough to pick at the moment.
One thing for sure, viewers, it is going to be a great final series in the Geelong Cricket Association Division 1, and of course it'll be highlighted by the Geelong Cricket Association Division 1 Grand Final that will be played at the Geelong Cricket Ground, the home of Geelong Cricket. We're looking forward to that with immense anticipation. Looking at the Geelong Cricket Association Division 2, what a race for the final 6 here, Tim, with Thompson sitting out on top. The Tommy Tigers cannot lose top position. They play bottom side Warren Ponds. There's a big tick for the Tommy Tigers. But then the question mark, Merger Bullock second, take on the Torquay Tigers in 6th place. Can Merging hang on to second, or more particularly, can Torquay hang on to 6th?
Well, it's a massive game for Torquay, and they've been in pretty good touch. They put up a pretty good showing against Thompson. I think last round it might have been Rollo. So for Torquay, it's obviously vitally important for them. They're a pretty big club, and a club that's in a developing area as well. So you'd expect a club like Torquay to really be strong. They weren't last year when they were actually a GCA Division 1 club, but I think it's going to be just a real carrot for Andrew Burke and his boys to pick up another win this weekend. And I would not be surprised looking at the Torquay form line if they did spring an upset there against Mergy Bullock.
And a very good morning to David Boyd out there at Thompson. Hope you're feeling fit and well, Boydie, after your big Sunday last week. We had a very enjoyable day out at Leopold with the 2020 game, raising money for the bushfire appeal. Great to see all the activities coming from the cricket world in that regard. We look forward maybe to having David Boyd as our special guest next week on the Geelong Cricket Show. He'll be happy and smiling with the Thompson Tigers sitting on top of the ladder. They'll finish on top of the ladder. Another game in Division 2 that's very interesting will be between 4th place North Shore as they take on 7th placed Alexander Thompson. AT still have the chance of making the top 6.
It is a slim chance, Rollo, but the thing that North Shore will be really pleased with form-wise for them is that they missed a couple of their stars last game and still managed to pick up a victory, and I know the Seagulls will really be looking to build on that this round, and when they do get a couple of their more experienced and just more developed players sort of back into that side, then you'd have to back North Shore in to knock off AT and take them out of the finals race.
And finally, in Division 3, in the first 11, the top 6, again, it looks settled with Little River in 6th place on 49, Inverleigh Cricket Club in 7th place and on 37, but within the 5 this weekend, Mottawarri leading the ladder on 71 points, equal with Teesdale on points, but just ahead on percentage, and it's Mottawarri taking on the Winchelsea Blues. Can the Mottawarri Musk Ducks hold on to top spot?
I think they will, and I don't think they'll be beaten throughout the finals. Although Mottawarri got so much quality in that side. There's a lot of players that I think are above sort of Division 3 quality. A guy like Andrew Ferguson could probably easily be playing GCA Division 1 cricket, was part of that Country Week side, and when you've got him and other guys like Zane Carroll getting wickets out that way, and Lee Scott's been making runs as well, Mottawarri are just, there's quality across the board, and I think they really are the side to beat for the premiership in Division 3.
You've heard it from Tim Mitchell, the Mottawarri Musk Ducks. They look to be headed for grand final glory in Division 3 of GCA. Don't forget South Barwon play tomorrow at the MCG in the state final of the 2020 competition. They stand to win themselves $1,500 if they take out the top prize, if they can beat Ashburton. All the best to South Hornstein, and all the guys from South Barwon will be wishing you well on behalf of the Geelong Cricket Show. Look forward to your company again next week on the Geelong Cricket Show, when we'll have the final ladders and the first preview of the first round of finals here in our great city of Geelong. 2 weeks. Yeah, you're dead right there, Mr. Producer. February 28th and March 7th. Until next week, day 2 of the final round. Rollo saying, pink shirt and all, bye for now. Catch ya.
At Bendigo Bank, we like to help communities grow. We concentrate on delivering you great products and services.
I like you so very much. So much, in fact, I gotta wake you up. It's not that I have words.
Because we know that if you grow,
Wanna see you looking.
the community will grow with you. At the Bendigo, it starts with you.